Hey guys, it's Tampa Tech, and I'll show you how to check the output on your amplifier. So this is a simple amplifier. It's a guitar amplifier, but it works similar to a regular home theater amplifier, whereas you get your signal going into the input and amplifies that signal and outputs to a speaker. In this case, it's a single 8 ohm speaker. On a home theater amplifier, you got your input going in. It's not a guitar, it's going to be a CD or DVD player or a satellite box as your audio input. Then your home theater amplifier amplifies that signal out to a 5.1 speaker setup. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to put my meter in AC mode right here. My meter is AC mode with the V with the squiggle. Then I'm going to put my black lead right here on where the black wire connection is, and my red lead where that white positive wire connection is. And even though it's no polarity, AC could go either way, I just have it like this so it's easier for you guys to understand. Alright, so now I have 0 output. So even though it's the amplifier is on, it's on at about like, let's see, 20%. The volume is at like maybe 10 or 15% volume, and I got 0 output. Well, it doesn't mean the amplifier is broken. It just means I have 0 signal going in, I have 0 signal going out, no matter how loud the amplifier is. So my volume could be maxed out, I'll still have 0 output on my speaker connection. So until I get an input signal, that input signal is then going to be amplified to an output to the speaker. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to strum. If I strum loud, I'm going to get more of a signal, more of an output. If I strum soft, it's going to be a lower voltage. So I got 1 volt, 1.5 volts DC AC. So 1.5 AC volts on the output, and then mute it, and then back down to 0. Now if I increase the volume, that's going to control the input signal on the amplifier chip, and my output is going to change. So I'm going to increase it. And you can see how high that got. Now it's 50%. So I got about like around 10 or 15 volts. So that is controlled by the volume knob. And so if your amplifier chip is defective, or something in the amplifier circuit is defective, no matter how loud you strum, you're always going to get 0 output. So if the amplifier circuit is good, I strum, and then I'm going to get my output. So that's how you know your amplifier is good, because when the volume is up and you strum, and you got the input signal going in, then you're going to get output to your speaker. Now if you put in a DVD and the DVD is not playing, you're always going to have 0 no matter how loud the volume is. So until you hit play on your DVD or CD player, then it's going to go up, and then you can adjust that output by using the volume knob, by turning the volume knob up and down. So if you have a CD or DVD playing and you have a good output voltage coming out of your amplifier and you still have no audio coming out of your speakers, then you can check and see if the wire is damaged. You can run a temporary wire directly to the speaker, or you can check your connections going directly into the speaker and see if the connections are busted or rusty. Make sure your connections are good, and also you can check the ohms on the speaker itself. So I'm going to unplug the wires right here. Then I'm going to put my meter. Now I'm going to put my meter in ohms mode, which looks like that horseshoe right there. So I'm going to put my meter in ohms mode, which looks like that horseshoe symbol that you see. And then I'm going to check the ohms right here. And it looks like we're getting 7 ohms, which is normal. It's usually 1 or 2 ohms below than what it's printed on. So this is an 8 ohm speaker, and I'm getting 7 ohms, which is normal. So if you have no output on your amplifier and you have a CD or DVD playing and the volume is up, then make sure you're on the right input source. If you know that you're on the right input source and all the settings are correct, then your amplifier chip can be defective or bad. Usually if it's shorted, it'll blow out a fuse and trip and cause the amplifier to shut down immediately. So keep that in mind. An amplifier chip is usually on a heatsink because it gets really hot. But usually when you unplug the power cord on an amplifier and wait about a minute and plug it back in, that usually resets the circuit and it should be up and running. But if this video was informative, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to Tampa Tech for more tech reviews and tech help like this. And if you know anyone this video may help, go ahead and click on the share button below and share it to Facebook or G+.